In honor of Women's History Month, Optimum has partnered with C-SPAN to bring a learning experience, First Ladies, Influence and Image, to the 6th grade students at Edgar Middle School.
The First Ladies get overlooked, so this is an opportunity for our students to learn about the important role that they played in our nation's history.
First Ladies tells the story of the women that served in the role of First Lady over the last 44 presidential administrations.
It's sort of interesting because women at the time were never considered that they could be president. So I think it'll be interesting to see as time changes and kids are brought up where there's more of a level playing field. In the past there really wasn't that. So it's interesting to look at their role in history when they were one step behind the leader rather than in the forefront.
Teachers and the students that do so much work collaboratively, and that's where the rubber meets the road. But for them to get up in front of cameras and in front of, our assemblywoman and their principal and their superintendent and parents and guests, I was just really impressed.
In addition to all of the research they had to do with books, online materials, as well as resources from C-SPAN, these 6th graders also came prepared with some tough questions for the assemblywoman.
Can they use a backpack? Can they use a cell phone? Can they have a Halloween party or not? And they really have a lot of concerns about it, and they have the interest and the wish to be part of the decision making, where you might not think that kids would rise to that occasion, but they do.
When you're a First Lady, it's not always going to be so easy because there's always more to it, because as I heard all the other students do their presentations, I saw Dolly Madison was great and so were everybody else, but there's the First Lady and then there's being a woman in general and doing what you have to do as both a First Lady and a woman.
I think it's important because it will influence us to do other things and got to do other things like that has to do with this. So some of us might want to join politics because of this presentation. It might influence us to do more than just the basic things, like just going to college and figuring out what to do. It might inspire us to do something more.
It just goes to show that the more you invest in education and the more you invest in the technology and skills that can develop that, the better the outcome is going to be. And you can see that with these kids today. Their outcome is really good. They're very proficient.
Our students, they impress me every single time. They impressed me again today, just their composure and their knowledge. Secondly, having Assemblywoman Pink in here was wonderful. She was wonderful with the students, and her information in response to student questions was really enlightening. And I think, as she said to me afterwards, I think we may have a couple of future government, politicians here because they were really, really strong.